Hey guys, what's up? So today I did something that I didn't really plan on doing a couple days ago. I've just been looking around at trucks because fact is I love my Jeep, but I really need a truck. I mean, I haul things, tow a trailer, do a lot of work around the property and up in town, and we just do all kinds of things with our vehicle, and I really need a truck, right? So I've been looking at trucks. I kind of looked at the Ram 1500 with the Rebel package, the Ram 2500 Power Wagon. I test drove the Colorado ZR2 a couple days ago. Just kind of been getting an idea of what I might want when it comes time to turn the JL in. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, I just kept going back to the Gladiator because obviously you get to have your cake and eat it too, so to speak. You get to keep your Jeep, but you get a truck too, a real truck. So I just kept going back to the Gladiator, and I went up to the dealership today to try and see one, and they didn't have any. My dealer is one of the largest dealers in the area. They sell a ton of Jeeps, and even they only got 5 Gladiators allocated to their dealership, and every one of them were sold as soon as they came off the truck. So they didn't even have one to look at. The Gladiator is just super hot. It's the brand new thing that Jeep guys have been begging for years, and they finally built it. It's super hot, and you can't hardly find one anywhere. So we got to talking about it a little bit and going over some of the lease numbers, and the lease residuals are just insane on the Gladiator. I mean, it was like 70% at 4 years, and at 2 years it was like over 80%. So the banks don't think that the Gladiator is going to depreciate hardly at all, and that means that your leasing rates are super low on them. I mean, it's just an excellent value. Yeah, the truck is really expensive, and that's my whole hang up, is that the Gladiator is just so expensive for what you get. But when you factor in the value, the fact that the resale stays up so high on them, if you look at that, it kind of makes it not a bad deal at all, really. Because you can spend that much money on a bigger truck or more truck, but then that truck's going to depreciate really fast. So, the Gladiator just started making more and more sense. Plus, I've got some equipment on the JL, like the tires and the wheels, and some things that I've put on there that I can recycle that'll fit on the Gladiator perfectly, which made a lot of sense too. So we got to talking about it, and I was like, you know what, I want to order a Gladiator. Obviously you can't find one to look at, so let's just special order one. So I ended up ordering a Gladiator today, and again, I wasn't really planning on doing that, but I figure it's going to be 2 or 3 months while they build it and deliver it anyway, so that'll get me the rest of the summer with the Wrangler, and then I'm going to turn it in early. And I was able to turn the Wrangler in early. We made a deal where I've only lost a little bit of money, which is fantastic. I've got 15,000 miles on the JL, and they gave me almost every penny back. It was just crazy, so couldn't hardly pass it up. So anyway, I ordered a Gladiator today. What I got was the Sport S, which is what I've got in the Wrangler. I added the Max Tow package because that way I get a decent payload and I can actually do some things with the truck. And it gives you the 7,650 pound tow rating too, so that really opens up a lot more possibilities for me in the future. I also added the hardtop and the what do they call those, the auxiliary switches, where you've got the 4 switches, the buttons down on the dash. You can run winches, lights, whatever off of those switches instead of having to wire the whole thing. It's kind of pre-wired for you. I thought that was going to be something that would be useful in the future, and it was only like $295. So I ordered that. Also the cold weather package, because I just love the heated steering wheel on my wife's Jeep. It really spoiled me this past winter, so I got the cold weather package. What else did we order? Unfortunately, when you get the technology package, which gives you the 7-inch touchscreen and the auto climate control and not Google, the Android Auto, and you get all that stuff with the tech package. Well, when you get that, you have to get the convenience package too, which is just the garage door opener that's mounted in the Jeep. I didn't really want that, but you had to get that with the tech package to get the 7-inch touchscreen, unfortunately. So anyway, Sport S, and just added a few things to it that I thought I would really like. The one that I was hung up on is the cargo management group, because that was like $900, but it gives you those rails in the bed that have the adjustable tie-down hooks. You also get a power outlet in the bed, and you get lockable storage inside the Jeep under the rear seat, which is obviously something that could be super useful. So I deliberated on that for a while and decided to go ahead and go for it. So just added a few things to it. Tried to keep it somewhat reasonable. You know, I'm not going to spend 60 grand on a Rubicon like a lot of guys are. Not going to do it. Don't have the funds to do it, and I just don't really need all that. So I kept this one way, way, way below that. But it's going to be an awesome Jeep and an awesome truck that I can use for lots of projects, and it's going to serve me really, really well, hopefully for a long, long time. So now the long summer wait happens. I guess they're going to email me. I've never done this before, ordered a vehicle before, so I guess they're going to email me a VIN number when it finally goes to be built. And then from that point, they said I could track it, or I would get updates through my email or something. I'm not really sure exactly how that process works. I'm going to be looking into that. If any of you guys have ordered a vehicle before at a Jeep dealership, let me know. Drop a comment below. Let me know how that goes so I know what to expect. But on the other hand, it'll be kind of fun to follow it and track it and, you know, see where it goes. The dealership said they get calls, you know, like when it goes to paint, you know, when it goes to different stages in the build process, they call them and let them know where it's at, so they have a status update. So it'll be fun to track this summer. And then, of course, when it's delivered, oh man, we're going to have all kinds of fun with this truck. So probably will be the only one, or not the only one, but one of the first ones in my area. I haven't seen one on the road yet. I know there's a few out there, but I haven't seen one yet. So this will probably be the first one in my area. I'm sure it'll get all kinds of attention at first, just because people are curious about it still. But anyway, just want to let you know it's been a long but eventful day, and pretty soon there's going to be some new additions coming to the channel. So I appreciate all the videos you guys have watched. It kind of helps to make this possible, and hopefully we can continue to do some cool things in the future. So have a great weekend. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.